All right, Napoleon Nectar here, Lena's Law Podcast. Lock in and listen now. Most men don't realize how cooked they are, because if they did realize how cooked they are, they would realize that they are not cooked. They are deep fried. No. They get out of the oven and jump into the fryer. That is how cooked the average man is. And I know what you're saying, Josh, you're fat phobic. Josh, you're a terrible person. You're controversial. You're a bad person. Maybe, but I'm just calling you how it is. Like, the obesity epidemic is on the rise and it's not slowing down. Isn't that crazy? We have clavicular. We have all of these drugs, Ozempic, retatrutide's coming out. We have all of this protein slop, right? And it's still not going to do anything. Obesity is going to keep going up, and there's nothing we can do about it, even with all these miracle drugs. And the thing is, it's not even the average person's fault. This society is just meant to cook you. Check this out. When you're watching TV, what kind of ads do you get? You get two kinds of ads. Number one, you get the food advertisement, the McDonald's, the Raising Cane's, the Burger King, the Wendy's. You get all those ads, right? The second kind of ad you get, it is the pharmaceutical companies, right? They're shilling out Ozempic. They're shilling out all these different drugs. Isn't that messed up? On one side, isn't that messed up? Isn't the TV like the most messed up invention ever? On one side, the TV shows you fast food that makes you fat. And on the other side, the TV shows you the pharmaceutical drugs that'll make you not fat, right? They said, hey, did you get fat eating all the goy stuff that we promoted? Well, here's the cure for it. Pay us money, clown. And people eat it up. It's crazy. So that's why, oh my goodness, it's just crazy. But I'm digressing right now. People don't realize how cooked they are, right? The average person only gets 3K steps a day? That's pathetic. On my watch right here, I got about 13K steps. I walk on a treadmill, and I also walk a lot at work. People were meant to move around. We were not meant to be sanitary, right? So when you sit down, when you eat like a pig, when you eat fast food multiple times a day, because yes, the average person does eat fast food multiple times a day, and it's crazy that that's normal, right? Like, everyone knows that McDonald's is bad for you. Everyone knows that Burger King's food is full of chemicals. Everyone knows that the mystery meat is probably fake meat. We don't even know what it is. Could be human meat, could be pig feet. We really don't know what it is. No one even knows what it is. We have the CEOs of these companies saying that they wouldn't even feed that slop to their children, and people just buy it multiple times a day. Multiple times a day they buy it. And they just don't care, and it's normalized now. I eat grapes at work and they're picking on me. Isn't that crazy? I am being fat. I am being body shamed at work. That's crazy. Last month I was eating green grapes at work, right? And then my boss comes over. He's like, "Oh, you're eating grapes again, Josh?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're good. They give me energy. They keep me hydrated." And he's like, "Well, maybe you need to eat some hamburgers because you're looking kind of skinny." That's crazy. I am being body shamed at work. I should be talking to HR. HR, hello. I am being body shamed. Help me please. Help me please. I am being judged for my body. But yeah, of course the guy who said that, he looks exactly what you think he looks like. Out of shape. He has a beard to hide the fat on his face. He looks pregnant. He looks like a mess. He smokes cigarettes too. He eats fast food multiple times a day. I see him. I got that confirmation on lock. So I'm just like, what? And this is why I don't go to the average person seeking validation, because that's what the average man is. Eating fast food all day, chubby, out of shape, high blood pressure, and then he sees me minding my own business. I don't talk to anyone at work. I'm just chilling, eating grapes, and he's picking on me. That's crazy work. Another reason why the average man is deep fried, not even cooked, just deep fried. It's crazy. It's because they say the average man says he's busy. Busy doing what? Busy doing what? They say they're too busy to work out. What are they too busy? Why are they too busy? Oh, because they're scrolling TikTok on their phone? Oh, because they're watching TV. That again shows them the food advertisements. It's just, once you realize, because ever since I started doing content creation, I realized how much time I really waste on social media. Like, I haven't been on Twitter as much. I haven't been scrolling on Instagram as much, because I'm constantly posting on my Instagram. I'm constantly posting on YouTube, and it just goes to show that when you passively consume, it just sucks the time out of you. You don't even realize how much time you waste just passively consuming. And once I started creating content, I was like, oh wow, I'm not really consuming that much content, because I'm more concerned about making content. And that's something that I've noticed. So the average man is just wasting away looking at cat videos or whatever's on whatever's trendy online. I don't even know. I don't even go on Twitter or Instagram that much anymore. Unless I'm posting on YouTube or Instagram, I'm really not on those platforms. A lot of my friends send me reels, and I'm sorry guys, I don't look at your reels, all right? When people send me stuff on Instagram, I'm not looking at it. I just rather do something else. Anything else than look at your cringy memes. But I digress. Another reason why the average man is completely deep fried is, let's just be honest, he's overweight. And when you're overweight, you're just more feminine. You literally got boobs hanging off. You literally got more estrogen. You're more emotional. You're just a mess. You're just a mess. You're constantly bloated. You're crying about every little thing. You're simping over women. You're just a mess. You're not as masculine as you could be. You're not in shape like you should be. You are a shell of what you could be. And that should make you mad. Why would you go through life living in a mediocre body, knowing that you could be muscular, knowing that you could have abs, you could have the veins showing, like I said, you could have the delts that make her melt, the obliques for the freaks, the cuts for the sluts. But you just say, nah, I'm good. I'm addicted to this food. And the addiction is real. These fast food companies, these food companies, let's just be honest, they use chemicals that are banned in other countries. You won't even believe it. They use these chemicals that sound like Harry Potter spells in your food. They do that to make their food more addictive. They do that so you eat more of it. And it's only going to get worse with ChatGPT. Oh, ChatGPT is going to be cooking up recipes that will make the scientists from 10 years ago have wet dreams. It's crazy. The food will be more addictive. It will be more calorie dense. It will be more palatable. And it's just empty calories. I had cravings for chocolate last Friday, right? I wanted a Kit Kat bar. So I went to Walmart, I picked up a king-sized Kit Kat bar, about the size of my fist, right? I looked on the back, guess how many calories? 420 calories. Now I'm like, for what? For food that's the size of my fist? It's not even gonna fill me up? I just looked at it, I'm just like, it's not worth the dopamine hit. It's not worth the dopamine hit. I'm on a cut, right? So 400 calories is a lot to me. It's just not worth the dopamine hit to me. And I just realized, oh, wow, a lot of people out here are progressively overloading on junk food, right? You know, they might be like me. They might be, okay, I'm craving chocolate, right? I'm gonna get a Kit Kat bar. So you get a Kit Kat bar, and they do that for like a week, and then next week they get 2 Kit Kat bars, right? They're progressively overloading. Then next week they get like the whole the bag full of Kit Kats. They're progressively overloading how much junk food and crap that they're eating, and they wonder why they're bloated. They wonder why they feel like garbage, and never once do they know that. And that's the thing. When you're cooked, you just don't realize that you're cooked because everyone else is cooked. So you might not be as cooked as the man next door, but trust me, brother, you are still cooked. He might be deep fried, but you are still cooked, right? I'm raw. I'm not cooked at all. But the man who is progressively overloading his order at Wendy's, The man who is progressively overloading how much beer he is drinking on the weekends. The man who is progressively overloading how much junk food he eats. And he thinks no one's looking. That's the funny thing. People are like, oh, I eat healthy. I eat healthy. Yeah. But when the lights are off, when the doors are shut, you're not eating so healthy. I see you getting that DoorDash order. I see you with the Ben & Jerry's in the freezer. I see you with the Pop-Tarts in the cupboard. It's crazy. What you do in the dark will show up on your body, right? You could tell me, oh, Josh, I eat healthy. I eat salads every now and then. I eat chicken. Brother, then why is your pot belly protruding past your chest? That is a crazy build. How would you achieve that build? Like, you're not lying to me. You can't lie to me. Like, look at me. Do I look like, what does it look like I eat? Does it look like I progressive overload? Does it look like I eat McDonald's 2 times a day? Does it look like I eat crumble cookie? Oh, Josh, but my metabolism, that metabolism clip is so overplayed. I'm tired of hearing about it. Grown men, this is crazy. Grown men are complaining about their hormones. They're saying like, oh, my hormones are the reason why I can't lose weight. I've heard women make that excuse, not men. That's a new one for me. And I kind of believe it, because if you're 30-40% body fat, you know, you have more estrogen in your system, so it actually might be your hormones. So that's cope. But at the same time, that halfway, that's valid cope, actually. That might be valid cope. But still cope nonetheless. That's the thing. When you're so cooked, you just don't realize how cooked you are. And it is just crazy. Like, it is just so normalized to be cooked that when you see someone who's not cooked, it's just like an alien. It's just like, what is he doing? You look at me, right? I have my basket, right? What do I have in my basket? I have grapes, I have chicken. And they're just like, is that all he's eating? Only grapes and chicken? Well, where's the Pop-Tarts? What is that? That's what I'm thinking of. That Dr. Pepper sausage. Did you see that? It's like Johnson sausage, but it's like Dr. Pepper flavored. If you buy that, you're cooked. Where are the firecracker Oreos? That's cooked too. If you're buying firecracker Oreos, hang it up. You're cooked. Get out the oven. You're cooked enough. Get out the oven. You are too cooked. But yeah, people look at me and they're like, where's the junk food? You know, where is his fried chicken? Where are his Pop-Tarts? I don't need that junk. All I need are just fruits, steak, chicken. I can live on that. I'm not even counting my calories. All I've been eating is just grapes, watermelon, chicken, steak. I'm good. I'm set. I meal prep. And that's another thing. If you have DoorDash, you're cooked. You are absolutely cooked. Because every time you're hungry, you're going to be scrolling on DoorDash looking for food. And I know some of you people just doom scroll on DoorDash. If you doom scroll on DoorDash, you are deep fried cooked. You are Southern fried chicken levels of cooked. If you are doom scrolling on DoorDash, that is just ridiculous. I've never had DoorDash on my phone. I've never had Uber Eats on my phone, just because it's just too much. Even when I was an A+ student at Big Back University, I didn't have DoorDash on my phone. I didn't have Grubhub or Uber Eats or whatever garbage you have on this phone now. And that is why men are so deep fried. That is why men are so cooked nowadays. It's because comfort does not let you grow. Greatness is not made in comfort. If you want to be great, you have to lock in. You have to break out of your comfort zone. If you want to stop being cooked, get out of the oven. What is the oven? The oven is the comfort zone. Get out of the comfort zone. No man who has ever been great has been great because of comfort. When you think of great men like Napoleon, like Julius Caesar, like Alexander the Great, they went to places where they have never been, they were uncomfortable, and they became comfortable in those places. And when they got comfortable there, they moved on and conquered other places. That's the mindset that you need, my friend. But that's all I got for you today. The average man is not cooked. He is deep fried, and it is just terrible. People just don't realize how cooked they are. I could make this video an hour long. I didn't even talk about the kids, the fat kids that we have now. I've seen kids that are probably heavier than me who aren't even in high school. They're like in middle school, 200 pounds. I'm 188 pounds. How are you fatter than me? I am a grown man. That's just crazy to me. Nevertheless, that's all I got for you guys today. I could go on for hours and hours, but I'm not going to take up any more of your time. You guys got the point. All right, guys, that's all I got for you guys today. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Peace.